system has initialized, and humanity is on the brink of total extinction. But instead of just trying to survive the daily monster hordes, you discover a hidden, game-breaking ability that lets you literally restart the apocalypse, rewriting the rules of the system to build an impenetrable sanctuary. Now, the system's enforcers and the apocalyptic elites have realized you're cheating, and they're coming to enforce the ruin. Welcome to Against Ruin's Fate, the second explosive installment in Michael Chatfield's action-packed Restarting the Apocalypse series. If you love system apocalypse fiction, deeply crunchy LitRPG base building, and the sheer, unadulterated dopamine hit of watching a protagonist exploit the system to save humanity, this audiobook will completely consume you. It is a masterclass in progression fantasy, blending tactical survival, mind-bending system mechanics, and the awe-inspiring thrill of defying the end of the world. The narrative kicks off with our protagonist having survived the initial shock of the apocalypse and established a foothold, only to realize that the system isn't done with them. The ruin isn't just a concept, it's a systemic force and a high-tier faction actively trying to ensure the apocalypse completes its cycle and wipes out the last human strongholds. The atmosphere is a brilliant mix of gritty post-apocalyptic survival and the deeply satisfying methodical loop of base building and system exploitation. Chatfield excels at making the apocalypse feel like a massive, deadly puzzle, turning every scavenged resource, every upgraded wall, and every unlocked skill tree into a high-stakes gamble against an unstoppable countdown. At the core of the book's addictive appeal is its brilliantly logical, deeply crunchy progression system and the spectacular system exploit trope. This isn't just about killing monsters and leveling up, it's about reverse engineering the system's apocalypse mechanics, optimizing the sanctuary's defensive grids, and unlocking hidden, reality-bending class evolutions. Watching the protagonist min-max their skills, craft overpowered magical traps, and completely shock the arrogant high-tier apocalypse elites who thought they were the apex predators is incredibly satisfying. The audiobook narration brings the visceral impact of the combat and the satisfying chiming ding of a massive system notification to life, making every milestone feel like a hard-earned victory. But beyond the stats and the fortifications, the soul of Restarting the Apocalypse lies in its characters and the heavy burden of leadership. The protagonist isn't just a lone wolf, they are the anchor for a beautifully dysfunctional, fiercely loyal found family of survivors who are looking to them for hope. The banter is razor-sharp, providing much-needed levity as the crew watches their leader casually break the laws of physics to keep the monsters out. Their unbreakable trust in each other provides the emotional grounding needed when the apocalypse starts throwing literal world-ending threats their way. As the plot accelerates towards its climax, the pacing becomes utterly breathless. The forces of ruin launch a massive, high-tier assault on the sanctuary, forcing the protagonist to push their unique abilities to their absolute limits. The finale is a spectacular display of tactical brilliance, overwhelming magical firepower, and raw, unbridled ingenuity. The protagonist doesn't just survive the assault, they completely shatter the local power scaling, using a ridiculous, highly technical system exploit to rewrite the local reality and turn the enemy's ultimate attack into a massive power-up. The payoff is spectacular, delivering a massive, dopamine-fueled victory that proves the apocalypse isn't the end, it's just the tutorial. Against Ruin's Fate is a triumph of the system apocalypse and LitRPG genres. It is smart, action-packed, and unapologetically addictive. Michael Chatfield has crafted a milestone book that perfectly captures the thrill of turning the end of the world into your own personal empire. Plug in your headphones, check your system interface, and join the resistance. The world was supposed to end, but they're about to restart it.